Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream, and I'm going to do your May the 15th just for today in a meditation. Good morning. I hope you're having a wonderful morning wherever you are. Let's go ahead and get into the meditation. The title of the meditation for today, Fear of the Fourth Step. As we approach this step, most of us are afraid that there is a monster inside of us that, if released, will destroy us. Basic text, page 27. Most of us are terrified to look at ourselves, to probe our insides. We're afraid that if we examine our actions and motives, we'll find a bottomless black pit of selfishness and hatred. But as we take the fourth step, we'll find that those fears are unwarranted. We're human, just like everyone else, no more, no less. We all have personality traits that we're not especially proud of. On a bad day, we may think that our faults are worse than anyone else's. We'll have moments of self-doubt. We'll question our motives. We may even question our very existence. But if we could read the minds of our fellow members, we'd find the same struggles. We're no better or worse than anyone else. We can only change what we acknowledge and understand, rather than continuing to fear what's buried inside us. We can bring it out in the open. We'll no longer be frightened, and our recovery will flourish in the full light of self-awareness. Just for today, I fear what I don't know. I will expose my fears and allow them to vanish. Let's take a moment of silence followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. What a powerful meditation. Fear the fourth step. Many people have very similar thoughts about the fourth step. Worried that if we approach this step, that there might be a monster inside of us and it's going to destroy us. That is not going to happen. If you are thinking about writing the fourth step, I would encourage you to go ahead and get started. If you need to run it past your sponsor and you've already done the previous 3 steps, go ahead, run it by your sponsor and get writing. Generally speaking, the fourth step is not a step a person will complete, I don't know, a day or 2, a week. Sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it takes commitment, saying to yourself, I'm going to write on 5 bullet points per day. And I'm going to do it first thing in the morning when I'm drinking my coffee and I haven't started to do anything else or sipping my tea or whatever it is you do for your morning routine. You begin to include it as a part of your process. And a lot of times things come up that you're not ready for, but they're not going to destroy you. If you allow them to surface naturally and allow the process of recovery to take place, you will find that It's not as bad as you think. And a lot of times for me, I found that it was more rewarding than I thought it would be. It's like that inventory at the store that I shared with you last week. Things on the shelf that you don't need. The only way you find out that they're serving you no purpose is by doing your inventory. Oh, I haven't used that in a long time. I don't need that cheating. I don't need that lying. I don't need that. It has served me no purpose. I haven't felt a need to do that in a long time. It serves me no purpose. It's not conducive to relationships. I don't need that. And you make a decision. This is one of those things that I'll probably end up asking God to remove the shortcoming from me. And you highlight it and you talk about it with your sponsor. And then you'll find some other things that are on the shelf of your spirit. Beautiful things like organic honey. You have a natural sweetness within you to care about others and want to help them heal, listening to them and giving honest feedback to them in a manner that is tactful, not hurting them by telling them the truth, but helping them to see. They call it constructive criticism. But not only that, you're not just about criticism, you're also about offering lifts to the meeting, sitting up after a meeting and drinking coffee or drinking tea or just sitting down for a meal. You're hospitable. Yeah, there's a sweetness to you. And that will go a long way in the rooms of recovery. That will go a long way in your life. And you decide this is an asset and I need to further develop it. In other words, I need to make sure that I keep it on the shelf of my spirit because this is something that flies off the shelf. It suits the purpose of peacefulness, calmness, enjoyment, longevity of relationship, quality, and oftentimes quantity of relationships in a positive way. So as you see, there's many beautiful things that can happen as a direct result of doing your fourth step. The fourth step is like a key to you unlocking you rediscovering yourself or discovering yourself. But it puts you in the driver's seat or co-piloting your spirit with the God of your own understanding that this is what I am and this is what needs to change and this is what can stay the same. And oh, by the way, I need courage to change the things again. It's a beautiful process that leads you into the full light of self-awareness. So we're going today make up our minds that we tend to fear what we don't know. And we can expose our fears and allow them to vanish in the light of the fourth step. It's a positive. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you today. I hope that you have a beautiful day on purpose.